Okay, I'm going to be answering a lot of questions about anatomy and how I learned it in this video. I'm not going to do a tutorial because I feel like I need an entire fucking YouTube video for that, so we'll just keep with how or where I learned my anatomy. First up, we have this book from 6 years ago? Around 6 years ago. Anywho, it's Anatomy in Action by Raul Moreno, and it was like my first exposure to books about anatomy from an artist. Now, while I love this book and I feel like it definitely helped me in creating anatomy in a stylistic way, I do not recommend it for like a first anatomy study. The reason why I don't recommend this is because this book and a lot of people's first exposure to anatomy don't go in depth about the bone, the tissue, the tendons, the ligaments, anything about that. It's only the surface, it's only the skin. Which, while you're studying it, is just essentially copying the picture, and you're not going in depth. Which might be fine for you if you understand the basic forms and shapes that make up a human, but if you're not exposed to that, it will look flat. It will genuinely look like you just copied an image, not made the anatomy your own. I've only watched a few videos from this guy, but this guy's videos are super helpful. He basically teaches you how to study anatomy, which I think is super important because I never learned how, and I don't think a lot of people do. Anywho, I think this is the most important part of studying anatomy. These are like somewhat gesture poses. They're just cleaned up because I don't like just having it, just like a marker or a pen or anything. But for these, I use a website called Line of Action, which I feel like a lot of people have heard of. In the few months I've used this website, I feel like this is one of the better, websites to learn different topics about what you want to draw. So say I want to do a figure study, I can choose all my different options, and it's completely customizable, essentially. You can choose the time interval. I think I originally started out with 2 minutes, and then I went to a minute, and then I went to 30 seconds. But these are super duper helpful. Using this for 10 to 20 minutes a day, or using it a couple times a week, or, just drawing someone in a fucking coffee shop, it will help you improve your art because you're drawing essentially from life. I know this isn't life, but it's the closest you're gonna get in a fucking pandemic. Another thing that is a pet peeve of mine is to use a line of action, not the website, a line of action in your art. This will help it become more fluid, and I'll show you examples. So in this one, the line of action goes like this, so it feels more fluid, right? Also in this, a lot of these are still poses, but because they have that line of action, it has a lot of expression and fluidity in it. I hope this helps, and have a great day.